hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave.
Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of The Real Real Estate Talk. I'm here with Jay Investor. My name's Dave, aka D, Realtor. I'm still working on my name, but Jonathan made it up and I felt bad not using it. So, but you know, thank you for joining us. We wanted to start this channel just to share as much information as we can with you. Jonathan with Capstone Home Solutions has made tremendous success with his formula that he uses, and you know, he's gonna go and share a little bit about that. There's just so much information. So this first episode is like really tough because we're trying to figure out what to use, what not to use. But eventually we want to create a bunch of videos and, you know, short videos just explaining different hacks or different things that, you know, that you can use to your advantage while building up your portfolio.
Absolutely.
But yeah, Jay Investor.
Awesome. Yeah, I think that, like he said, the goal here is just to, you know, help people. We love helping people, and I think that kind of goes full circle with us. So let me talk a little bit about like when we first started getting into real estate. And I remember one of the first conversations we were having when you were like, I'm getting into real estate and stuff like that. And I was like, dude, let's do this. I'll stick with you. We'll do this. And we started looking at houses, and I think we looked at something like 15, 20 houses.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Around there.
Yeah.
Which is not unusual. And then we found one house that we really liked. It was a 2-family, things like that. Price was good. And I remember there was a whole bunch of bids in there. We were like stressed out and we were looking into it. But at the same time, I'm like, you know, does this work, right? So one of the important things when getting into real estate is you can buy a house. Everyone can buy a house. But do you actually know like what the numbers equate to? Do the numbers make sense?
Exactly.
Because there is a little bit of responsibility behind it. You got to cover the mortgage. You got to all these other things. But a lot of things to look at. But we'll dig deeper into our next video, focus on rentals.
Yes,
we'll focus 100%. On the formulas. We'll get into the actual numbers of it.
Yep.
But I think there's a lot of people out there that are focused on when I get started, what's that feeling that I have? Is it normal? Do I really want to do this? Do I not want to do this? And
right.
That hesitation.
It's a big investment.
It's a big investment.
And there's different people that, you know, can either put 20% down on an investment property or even at 3.5%. What's cool is that the formula that Capstone uses makes it so that way anyone can purchase, you know, property and make it so that way you're making enough money per door. That way it makes sense, you know, after everything's all paid off, right?
Yeah.
And also keeping some for a rainy day in case you need some renovations in different places, you know, apartments and things like that. So awesome, man. And then, for your first property, I mean, you want to tell like the experience?
In my experience, right, when we first got into it, I remember that I had an opportunity to take out a home equity line of credit.
That's right. Yep.
The home equity line of credit against my primary, and from there, that amount of money enabled me to start getting the down payments going.
Right.
So as long as I had the 20% and things like that, and knowing how to negotiate the price to work with the deal, which we'll also talk about. Sometimes you can use the equity in your own home, or you can use a 401k or something like that to get started. I use that option. And going into
you
it,
took out everything. That's what's awesome. Because after you got your first one, you were just like, "Honey, we're taking out the 401k.
Yes,
yes. That's pretty awesome." But you know, you don't have to do those extreme things right away.
It's up to you, right? However you feel and things like that.
You know,
I knew the numbers worked.
What's cool though is that, you know, obviously you having a home, right? And it's just you're using now that, right, in order to, you know, purchase a property. Yeah. And an investment property, and I know it's, you know, it's a little scary. You want to make sure that things work and stuff like that, but it's one of those things that once you jump right and you're committed to it, it's just like, all right, awesome, we're doing this, you know. And what's cool is like now you have 5, you know, these properties within you know 2.5 years. I mean, it went pretty quick.
It moves pretty quickly. It moves pretty quickly.
You know, and what's cool, even at these prices now, like I know, like the real estate market's getting pretty crazy. The prices are high right now. Mortgage rates are high. The formula still makes it so that way you're still making a profit.
Exactly.
You know, that's the great thing about that. Yeah. But again, we'll break that down as we go. You know, making these videos and making, again, short videos, just explaining the different hacks that we used. You you know,
I'm looking forward to it, man.
I'm looking forward to it too. It's pretty
Episode
exciting,
1
man.
of many.
Episode 1. Let's go.
We'll laugh about this. I know.
Oh, 100%. 100%. You know, hopefully, you know, budget, you know, we'll get another mic soon. We need a couple more rentals, but hey, we'll go from there. But no, all jokes aside, I mean, it's a pretty cool adventure.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool that we get to share it with people because,
Yeah.
again, like, you know, I know the first property is pretty much the scariest one.
Absolutely.
You know, because you have to discuss it with your wife, you know, to be like, hey, look, hon, you know, we're gonna borrow money against the house, and
Absolutely.
you know, but at the same time, I mean, you know, everyone rents. I mean, there's such a high demand for people that are looking for rents, and the rents are such crazy prices right now.
Yep.
But what I love is that, you know, when we take over a property, we actually try to help and, like, you know, keep those tenants, you know,
Sure.
whether it's we're trying to work with them to get, you know, assistance and things like that. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's different things that you can do, you know, but if someone does want to move out, then of course we can renovate and then,
Absolutely.
you know, ask for a higher rent for sure right off the bat.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man, episode 1.
Yeah,
Episode
episode 1.
Excited about it?
Join us, like it, comment below,
Yep.
subscribe. We're here for you guys. Any questions you guys will ask on the next actual episode, we'll talk about them. So, Jay Investor.
D Realtor, I'm still working on it though.
All right, episode 1 in the books. That's it. We'll talk to you guys soon. Look at our rental formula video coming up soon. All right, take care, guys.
Go, yeah, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave.